Hello everyone, this is our next lecture on the same topic, measure of central tendency. In last lecture, we have seen the definition of measure of central tendency. Central tendency refers to a central value of a series. After that, its properties and function of central properties and purpose of measure of central tendency. After that, we saw the definition of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is denoted by x bar and is defined as sum of observation divided by total number of observation. Then calculation of arithmetic mean for different type of data. First, for individual observation. So the formula for arithmetic mean for individual observation is x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n, where n is number of observation. Then arithmetic mean for ungrouped frequency distribution. Ungrouped frequency distribution means observation along with frequency, means this type of data. 10, suppose the observation is 10, its frequency is 2. Then next observation is 20, its frequency, suppose it is 7. So for this type of data is known as ungrouped frequency distribution. So for the ungrouped frequency distribution, the formula for arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Means this first column is known as xi and the second column is fi, means observation along with frequency. So the product of first column and second column, that is fi into xi and its sum. So fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Summation of fi means sum of this column. So the formula for ungrouped frequency distribution is x bar is equal to summation of fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Then arithmetic mean for group frequency distribution. Group frequency distribution means class interval along with frequency, means this type of data. Suppose the first class interval is 10 to 20. Suppose its frequency is 7. Next class interval is 20 to 30. Suppose its frequency is 10. So for this type of data, the formula for calculation of arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of fi into mi divided by summation of fi. Here mi means midpoint. So for this type of data we have to calculate the middle value. The formula for middle value is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Means for this type of class interval the mid value is 10 plus 20, 30. 30 by 2 is 50. So for this class interval middle value is 15. So the formula for group frequency distribution is x bar is equal to fi into mi divided by fi. This formula is known as arithmetic mean calculation of arithmetic mean by using the direct method. The next method for calculation of arithmetic mean for group frequency distribution is step deviation method. The formula for step deviation method is x bar is equal to a plus summation of fi into di divided by n into h, where di is equal to mi minus a upon h. Mi is midpoint or middle value. H is class width. Class width is calculated as upper class limit minus lower class limit. Suppose for this type of class interval class width is 20 minus 10, that is 10. So di is equal to mi minus a upon h, and a is assume mean. Assume mean means we have to assume some value from the given observation. So this assumption is based on n. If n is odd, means number of observations are odd, then the assume mean is a middlemost observation. And if n is even, means there are even number of observation, then assume mean is any one point of the middle to observation. So the formula for step deviation method is x bar is equal to A plus summation of Fi into Di upon N. Capital N means summation of Fi into H, where H is class width. Then we saw properties of arithmetic mean. First property is sum of observation is equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observation. That is summation of xi is equal to n into x bar. We know that the formula for arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. So from this we can say that summation of xi is equal to n into x bar, that is sum of observation equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observation. Second property is the algebraic sum of deviations of observation from their arithmetic mean is 0, that is summation of xi minus x bar is always 0. Next property is effect of change of origin and scale. If ui is equal to xi minus a upon h, then u bar is equal to x bar minus a upon h. Next property is calculation of arithmetic mean for combined group. So the formula for combined arithmetic mean is denoted by xc bar and is given by n1 into x1 bar plus n2 into x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2, where n1 is sample size of first group, n2 is sample size of second group, x1 bar is arithmetic mean of first group and x2 bar is arithmetic mean of second group. After that we saw weighted arithmetic mean. Sometimes weights are given. In that case we calculate weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean is denoted by xw bar and it is given as summation of wi xi divided by summation of wi. After that we saw merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. We have seen that the arithmetic mean cannot calculated for qualitative observations like debating, skill, honesty, blindness, performance of a student, blood group or etc. Another drawback of measure of central tendency is we can calculate the central tendency for open-end classes. So to overcome these drawbacks, the another measure of central tendency is used, that is median or mode. So our next topic is second measure of central tendency is median. So the definition of median is the value of middlemost observation in the data when the observations are arranged in increasing or in decreasing order of their values. Means if we arrange the observation in either in increasing order or in decreasing order, then the middlemost observation is known as median. Thus the median is central observation, means the middlemost observation is known as median. It divides the data into two equal parts so that the number of atoms below median is same as number of atoms above the median. Means suppose we draw the diagrammatic representation of any statistical distribution, it is in this form. So if we divide this data into two equal parts, then this middlemost observation is known as median and it is denoted by ME, in which 50% observation are in left side of the median and remaining 50% observation are in right side of the median. Means median divide the data into two equal parts and the middlemost observation is known as median. Median is also called as positional average. It is also known as positional average. The median occupies the middlemost position in the series. Here the middlemost observation is known as median. So that 50% of the observation have values less than median. Means 50% observation are in the left of the median and 50% observation are in the right of the median. And remaining 50% of observation have values more than the median. So this is the definition of median. The simple definition is median is the middlemost observation. Next, calculation of median. In arithmetic mean, we already saw we can calculate the arithmetic mean for three type of data. First one is for individual type of observation. Second one for group frequency or continuous frequency distribution. And third one for ungroup or discrete frequency distribution. Now we can calculate the median for four type of data. One more data is added, that is qualitative type of data. The drawback, we know that the drawback of arithmetic mean is we cannot calculate the arithmetic mean for qualitative type of data, and this drawback is overcome in median. That is, we can calculate the median for qualitative type of data. So the procedure for qualitative calculation of median for qualitative type of data is, when the data is of qualitative type, then the observation in the data are arranged either in increasing order or in decreasing order of quality. And median is defined as the observation which lies exactly in the center of the data. Means you have to given some quality, so you have to arrange that quality either in increasing order or in decreasing order, and the middlemost observation is known as median. Suppose, for example, how is the taste of ice cream? Then the responses may be, it is poor, fair, worst, below average, above average, excellent, or good. So we can calculate median for this type of data by arranging the data either in increasing order or in decreasing order. Suppose we arrange the data in increasing order. So the arrangement may be, increasing order means from smallest observation to the largest observation, or from worst quality to good quality. So the observation may be worst, poor, below average, fair, above average, good, and excellent. So median is the middlemost observation. For that we have to count the middlemost observation. First observation is worst, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth, and this is seventh observation. So the middlemost observation is fourth observation, that is the fair, means the median is the fair. So middlemost observation is fair, so median is fair. So in this way we can calculate the median for qualitative type of data. For that we have to arrange data in increasing or decreasing order, and then the middlemost observation is median. Second case is median for individual observation. Individual observation means single observation, means this type of observation. Suppose the observations are 10, 12, 30, means this type of single observation. For this type of data, median can be calculated by two ways. First is for if n is even and if n is odd. So the steps are, first step is arrange the data in increasing or decreasing order of magnitude. First step is same for the both type of data, for even or odd. Firstly, you have to arrange the data either in increasing order or in decreasing order. Second step is, if the number of observation n is odd, if number of observations are odd, then median is the middle observation, which is the value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. If n is odd, then the calculation of median, the formula for calculation of median is the value of, this is important, the value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. And if n is even, then median is the midway between the two central values corresponding to the n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th observation. Means if n is even means number of observation are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. Then the formula for median is the value of n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. These are the formulas for the calculation of median. If n is odd, then we can use this formula, and if n is even, then use this formula. Suppose we take the example. Compute median for the following data. Here individual observations are given. First step is you have to count n, that is number of observation. So n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So here n, that is number of observations, are 11. So 11 is even or odd? 11 is a odd number. So we can use the formula for median, that is value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. Here n is odd, so first step is we have to arrange the data is either in increasing order or in decreasing order. Suppose we arrange the data in increasing order. Increasing order means from smallest observation to the largest observation. So smallest observation is 11, then 11, after that 12, then 13, then 14, then 15, 18, 22, 25, 28 and 30. Means we arrange the data in increasing order. Since n is odd, we use the formula for median is equal to value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. Here the word value is important. It is not n plus 1 by 2th observation. It is value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. So just substitute the value of n. So median is equal to value of, for this example, n is equal to 11. So 11 plus 1 divided by 2th observation. Now value of 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 divided by 2, which is equal to 6. So it is a value of 6th observation. Median is not 6. It is the value of 6th observation. Means we have to find the 6th observation from this increasing order. So the 6th observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the 6th observation is 15. So our median is 15. So the median for the given data is 15. The formula for median for odd number of observation is value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. Suppose the observations are even. Means suppose we take this example. Calculate median weight of the group of students with weights in kg given below. Weights are given. So we have to calculate the median. Since the data is of individual type of data, we have to find the value of n. Either it is odd or even. So for that we have to count the observation. So here n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. N is equal to 10. And 10 is a even number. So we have to use the formula for median for even number of observation. So our first step is we have to arrange the data in increasing order. Increasing order means from smallest observation to the largest observation. So the smallest observation is 50 and largest observation is 55. We arrange the data in increasing order. So here n is 10, which is a even number. So the formula for even number, if n is even, the formula for median is the value of n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Means median is the average of n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation. We just substitute the value of n. Here n is 10. So average of 10 by 2th observation and 10 by 2 plus 1th observation. So 10 divided by 2, it is 10 divided by 2, which is equals to 5. So it is the value of, first value is value of 5th observation. So it is 5th observation. And second one is 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. And 5 plus 1, which is equals to 6. So second observation is the value of sixth observation divided by 2. So it is the value of fifth observation and value of sixth observation. So the value of fifth observation is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which is equals to 53. And the value of sixth observation is also 53. So the addition of fifth observation and sixth observation, that is 53 plus 53 divided by 2. 53 plus 53, which is equal to 106 divided by 2. 106 divided by 2, which is equals to 53. So the median weight of the group of student is 53 kg. So this is the procedure for calculation of median for even number of observation. In next lecture, we will see calculation of median for discrete frequency distribution and calculation of median for continuous frequency distribution. Thank you.